I'm Nico and welcome to our studio.
Today's video is sponsored by my partner, Rise of Gunpla, the first Bandai Gunpla shop in France. Do check them out at the link in my description. And use my discount code Suratos to get 5% off your next purchase. With no additional cost to you, I earn a small commission from every purchase using my discount code. And so for today's video, we will be taking a look at this high-grade Guel's Dilanza kit from the new show Witch From Mercury. Much like with the Iron-Blooded Orphan kits, I'm also very excited about this new line of kits coming out. I like the designs a lot, plus I'm quite curious about the mechanical aspect of these new models, because they obviously had to make new molds and runners for everything. I'm super excited about these new models that I actually pre-ordered the HG Standard Dilanza and the Full Mechanics Aerial a few weeks back. And pre-ordering Gunpla is something that I have never done before, because I usually just wait for retail shops to have the stocks before I buy them. I guess I'm just not that excited with previous releases, so I don't see the point in pre-ordering until this one. Okay, so this kit, the Guel's Dilanza, is actually not what I wanted to get. It's not what I wanted to review. I was hoping to get a hold of the high-grade Aerial since Best Toys had a couple in stock. But it was all gone the moment I got there. Some guys got there quicker or live nearer. But anyways, I saw that they had one last stock of this kit, so I just grabbed it and went home. I mean, it's still a new kit. So inside the box, we get 5 runners and no poly caps, kind of like an entry grade. So this model is a plastic on plastic kit. And I'm not yet sure if I like that or not, but so far I haven't really seen any problems with it. Although it is a bit too tight in some places, so just be careful of that when building. I have mentioned a few times before how I don't watch any of the Gundam shows. So I don't really know the correct color separation, but looking at this model, it seems that the color separation is quite good. And since the sticker that we have is only for the eyes, I think I'm right. And there's also a good amount of parts in this build. It's great for beginners but also offers something different for long-time builders. I especially like the sliding mechanism. Like for some parts you just slide one into the other, if you get what I mean, because that makes for easier disassembly later on. So usually when I build Gunpla, I build it without worrying about the knob marks. But for this build, since I'm doing a review, I tried to take care of the knob marks. I tried removing it, but halfway through, I just gave up. So you'll see a lot of the knob marks, or at least like stress marks. And well, you just have to put up with it for now. Now let's talk about the design and the look of this model kit. So obviously it's super chunky and weird, which is something that I think I like. I'm still not sure if I like this version, the Guel's Dilanza, because of that weird feather thing on top of its head. I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna keep that when I customize this, but we'll see. Okay, so the design of this kit is actually really nice. It's very different, it's unique, and well, it's super chunky. So there's endless possibilities for customizing and kit bashing. But one thing that I didn't like about this build is the seam line right down the center of the legs, just because I figured Bandai would have made it differently. And so now let's take a look at the articulation of this model kit. And I'm somebody that doesn't really know how to pose my Gunpla kits. And in my defense, I did play with Barbie dolls all my life, and that's not very articulated. Anyways, for the head, you get a side-to-side motion, and the neck joint is actually a bit too tight, so it's hard to access. It can look down, but there's really no upwards looking. Oh, and don't pull it by the crest. So the shoulders are actually pretty good. You get 360-degree roll, and the shoulder armors also moves independently. For the arms, you can get it up pretty high, and yeah. And for the front skirt, I haven't modified it yet, but it moves. The back skirt moves. The torso is pretty great, but honestly, I'm not the person you should go to for articulation reviews like this. I just really don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so the knee bends, and I like the feet because there's a lot of motion in that. It rolls around, it moves. But yeah, again, I'm not the person you should be watching for reviews like this. Anyways, we have a couple of weapons here, which is pretty nice because you can also put it on the shoulder armor if you're not gonna use it. And that's about it for today's video. So I got this kit at like about $22 US, which I think is a decent price that I paid for the amount of plastic that I got, for the quality of the build and the design. So yeah, and overall this is a solid 9 out of 10 for me. What I didn't like about it is the seam line right down the center of the legs. But aside from that, I really like the build. I think I like that it doesn't have any poly caps because it's tight and sturdy. And by the way, I also have a Patreon account, so if you want to see PDF tutorials, work in progress, and behind the scene videos and photos, and early access to my videos, do check out the link below. And also, another way to support the channel and to support me is by using my discount code Suratos at Rise of Gunpla. Not only do you get 5% off your next purchase, but I earn a small commission at no additional cost to you as well.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!